Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
At first it was, there was a Sean Penn movie. There was an Into the Wild movie, and it was based on a book, and I didn't read the book until I knew that I was going to do the movie. I was going to do it anyway, but this is kind of how it went down. At first it was Sean contacted me. I got like a call on my cell phone from him, and he was like, I have this script and I really love it, and I've kind of gotten it to a point where I can't go any further, and now I want to hear it. And then I went in and I played guitar for him because there was one I really loved one of the roles especially, and I went and I played guitar for him. I played Blackbird, and then he called me and asked me. He was really he's such a cool guy, you know. He called me and said, you know, hey, you want to do this thing with me? And I was like, yeah, I do. And that's how I got into it.
All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly.
And it's probably the most fundamental human. It's like, I feel like such a simpleton too talking about this movie because it's just so basic. It's just human freedom. It's just like primordial, almost animalistic, you know. And anyone living like in the world that we live in now who is slightly aware of what's going on has to, I mean, maybe not in such a radical, extreme way, but has to identify with him.
Let's give it up for Slab City's own Tracy T!
Hey, my name's Tracy. Ain't no wonder I never had much to say. I'm just hanging on the wind. Ain't no wonder there's no song I wanna play. This ain't no life I'm living in. This girl, I play this girl, Tracy, who lives there and has lived there her whole life. She's never been anywhere else. And that in itself is a trip because it's such a tiny little place. It's so self-sufficient. I mean, it's about these people. This place is totally about these people who have gotten away from society, who sort of like want to live off the grid, much like Chris in sort of a different way because they're sort of rooted there. But she's like a little singer-songwriter, little hippie chick.
Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of a dark black night. Singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
I think to think about that guy, to think about Chris, like, as a real person, and also as, you know, as what Emile and Sean made him to be. That was always a question, you know, like, how was he with girls? He didn't have, like, girlfriends growing up, but he's, like, one of the most charismatic, like, I mean, he could he's like, you know, he's like the greatest guy. And I think probably I think it was just the general idea of Tracy that was great. It wasn't necessarily, it was like maybe he didn't have, you should ask Emil this, it would be interesting. But it's like she was just one thing in the big picture. She was just another, you know, moment of beauty. It's like she latched onto that, and he can't do that as a person. His spirit just doesn't, it just goes. You know, he doesn't hold on to things. Although in the end, despite, you know, what pushed him to go was that you don't need ties and that you don't necessarily need personal human relationships to make you happy. You know, that you can find it solitary in nature and in the wild. He gets right back, you know. He gets, you know, happiness isn't, what is it?
Yeah, happiness is not real. Happiness is only real when shared.
Yeah, yeah.
I am an old woman, named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder, and lightning was desire, this old house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
Bound to wait all night. She's bound to run amok. Invested enough in it anyhow. But to each his own. The garden is sorted out. She cut her lips on a bow. And I don't know if you're dead or not. If you're anyone. Come on and get the minimum before you open up your eyes. This army is so many heads to analyze. Come on and get your overdose collected at the borderline. They want to get up in your head.
Mom's in the back. You want to say hi?
Do I have to? Your eyes are a little red.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, but, huh?
Just stuff, you know.
If it's boy stuff, you can always talk to me about it, you know. I know some things your mother doesn't know.
I'm sure you do.
No, seriously, you can ask me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Dawn to end all nights. That's all
So tell us about this movie, about this role. The book. Were you a fan of the book?
No, I actually hadn't heard of it.
You hadn't heard of it? Okay.
Yeah, I was working at the time that it all sort of came about, and I was so focused on something else. I was like, no. I'll read scripts when I get back. You know, just let me finish this thing. And it was all happening like very last minute. And they were like, no. It was like forced on me. And
Okay.
I subsequently begged for the audition. It's really like
After you actually read it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Bella is, when you read the story, sort of, I mean, she's the eyes. You experience everything through her. So you do sort of project yourself onto her. And she is sort of innate. She has very innately female qualities that I feel like most girls have. And maybe if they're not aware of it, she brings it out of people. I feel like she's quite a strong character. She very much trusts herself and trusts gut feelings and doesn't get too caught up in her own head. And that's something for me to learn from, because I always get very, very caught up in my own head. And I bet if she were to be listening to me saying this, she would completely disagree with me, and I can relate to that. She's a strong character.
Kristen, she's been such a great actress from, Panic Room when she was like 11 years old. So she's just getting better and better. And I was happy that in Twilight, she's in every single scene.
Yes.
It's all Bella, and you see how amazing this girl is. She can do anything.
We nearly forfeit. I'm growing like the quickening you. I'm telling darkness from lines on you.
Kristen's a very serious actor, and she's got a lot of experience, and it was excellent to have someone like that at the center of things, because I think it helps everyone else's performances when you have someone that's just doing such a believable job.
She's just like, I don't know, just something about her. Like right from in the test, she's like, I don't know, there's like a fearsomeness, if that's a real word. Fierceness, not fearsomeness. Yeah, it just seems like she's got like there's an anger behind her quietness.
Bella, you shouldn't really walk around the woods by yourself anymore, or at least not without me.
You don't think I could take care of myself?
I know you can't. And sometimes I'm not the most dangerous thing out there.
There was other vampires that killed Waylon, right?
Can you just be more careful?
Maybe my number was up when that van almost crushed me. You know what? Maybe you're just messing around with fate.
Bella, your number was up the first day I met you.
You really want a taste?
Yeah. You fragile little human.
I met all kinds of other girls from all over the world, but Kristen really had something unique that she seemed so accessible as Bella.
Could you act human? I mean, I've got neighbors.
I'm gonna take you to my place tomorrow.
Thanks. Wait, like with your family?
We're savage high. Come.
finally cry. Oh, when we done it, because it's right. Clear, all too soft for sight.
But I can't wait to follow something for this long. Usually I only get 6 weeks with a character and then it's done, and in this case I get to follow her for quite a while, so yes, I'm excited.